Alrighty, look how clean this thing is. I think I did a very good job washing it, but I don't know. Well, it is time to do some maintenance. We got some stuff to fix. Alright, well, first thing I gotta do is replace this oil line. I just picked one up from Freightliner. It goes here from turbo and down to the bottom of engine block. It shouldn't be too hard, but I say that about everything, and then it turns out it's really freaking hard. Yeah, buddy. I got some couple other things I gotta do. We're gonna make separate videos. And this video is to help owner operators. Help them kind of search the YouTube and see how to fix something if they need it fixed. I've done a lot of maintenance on my trucks throughout the years. I wish I recorded everything. I think it would have helped out a lot of people, but I don't know. Sometimes I start recording and then I get mad in the middle of working because something's not working out and I stop recording. But yeah, basically it's this one. We gotta unscrew it right here. Unscrew it right here. Then there's two bolts up here, and right there. One here, one on the other side, and okay, one here for the clamp, and there's a gasket going right there. So yeah, let's start on it and see how it goes. But then I gotta do a couple other stuff, which will be a separate video. Yes, sir. All right, let's get it done. And by the way, this is for Detroit 60. This engine right here is 12.7, but I'm sure it would work on 14 liter as well. So, yes, sir. So this is what the oil line looks like. It's basically straight, but you can bend it right here at these flex points the way that you want to get to your turbo. Right here is the part number. 23518514 right there. And this wasn't, it was like 60 bucks I think with the gasket. I think they gave me a free gasket, but every time you change something like this, I would change the gasket 100% to just, you know, just in case. It may be just that the gasket is bad over here on my line, but hey, I don't care. This is not, but sometimes they say they leak like right here around this area, but yes, sir. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of heat on this guy because it's really seized up. So we're gonna use a little bit of heat to try to get it unstuck. It looks like this bottle of propane is almost out, but not to worry. I have a brand new one right next to me, ready to go. Don't worry, you're not gonna damage this with heat or anything, because it gets really hot from the oil and stuff. So. All right, so a little bit of heat and some elbow grease, and you should be able to take it off. But basically I'm using one of these adjustable wrenches. I don't know what size it is, but I don't have a wrench that will fit that one because it's pretty freaking big. All right, so these here are really easy to take off. They're like, and they are 1/2 inch You need a 1/2 inch socket to take these off. There's 2 of them. Go ahead and take those off first, because whenever I'm beating on that big nut down here to loosen it up, this line is twisting up because the line is seized up to that nut. So it'll be a lot easier for you to take that nut off down on the bottom if you take this off up here first. I went ahead and I put a used towel down there in case there's some oil. The towel will pick it up. I don't want it to go on the ground because this is where I park. It's public street and need to be respectful, you know, of this place. Nobody's bothering me. I parked here for like 10 years. And I guess I'm gonna reuse these old bolts because I didn't get the new ones. I think that should be okay. They were really loose. So I don't think it's the gasket, or rather I don't think it was the oil line that was broken. I just think these were too loose and it started leaking up here where the gasket is. Come on. All right, here it is. Let's see if the oil's gonna start coming out. Nope. All right. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and take this clamp off. And for this nut and bolt that I'm taking off right here, that's holding the clamp in place, on mine it is 7/16 on both sides. Yours might be different. It might be different size because these are not standard for any particular truck. It's just whatever you use, whatever can fit in there and whatever can hold it in place. So it might be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but this one that I'm taking off is 7/16 on both sides. All right, here's the old one. It's all tangled up, and this right here is really seized up because the nut is steel and the line is aluminum. Steel and aluminum, it always seizes up. And here's a new one, brand new. Yeah, buddy. It'll be a lot easier to put this on than it was to take this off, I tell you that. But it looks like it compresses down right here. All right, let's put it on. Another thing, if this retaining clamp or whatever it's called looks like this, like mine, make sure you put a new one on. You see how this rubber around it is gone? Well, you need that, otherwise from all the vibration you're gonna damage your new oil line and it's gonna start leaking again right here where this clamp is. So make sure you get a brand new one of these with the rubber around it. All right, your new clamp that goes right here, that holds the pipe in place somewhat so it doesn't flap all the way. Well, it wouldn't flap anyway because it's pretty sturdy, but your new clamp should look like this. I didn't have a brand new one, this size, but I did have one that's different size. So what I did is I just took this rubber piece off the new one and I put it on the old one. So now should be good to go. So the way that this works is this ring clamps on it on the fitting from the engine block. So you gotta tighten it down really hard, but not hard enough to where you strip the threads, but you gotta go pretty hard on it, man, to get it to clamp down. Yes, sir. All right, so the way I'm gonna try to put this one down is through here. Nope. Let's put it from the bottom. Yep. It's a lot easier from the bottom. Okay, hold up. Let's get down here. We're gonna put it on here and just start to thread just a little bit so you can hold it in place, and then we're gonna come up here and bend it in shape so that it fits right here like the old one did. Okay, so let's do this. I don't think it matters which way you put it on, to be honest with you. You might, but I don't know. Oh, come on. Somebody's calling me, but I am not interested in answering the phone call, because I am in the middle of doing something very important. It's a spam risk anyway. All right. Let's put this other one on there, and we're just gonna start them up a little bit. I'm not gonna thread them down all the way until everything's in place. Okay, man. Okay, there it is. Just tighten it down by hand, just a little, not all the way down. Let's do this one a little bit more, just so that it doesn't fall out while I'm messing around with the thing on the bottom. All right. All right, so it is not as easy as I thought it would be, but basically bend it in shape just a little bit. Tighten that big nut down there on the bottom first, and you're gonna have a little gap up here on these two right here, but don't worry about that. As you are tightening it down, everything will move in place, because this oil line has 3 flex points, so it'll kind of shape itself as you tighten it down. That's my theory. We will see how that will work out, but I will let you know. All right, everybody. Well, we are done. I tightened these up by hand. I don't know the torque specs, but don't tighten it too hard. You don't want to break them off right here in the turbo. Then you have a whole different problem where you're going to have to replace the whole dang turbo. I am going to take this off right here to check if there's any oil inside, which I do not think there should be any, but just as a precaution, we're going to take it off. Let's see what else. That one down there, I tightened it as well. I guess I'm gonna have to drive it to get the turbo boost up to see if it's gonna leak, but I do not think it's gonna leak. If it leaks, I will make more of this video, but if not, that means that it is good. And thank you everybody for watching and subscribing. Stay tuned for more trucking videos and more videos on how to fix stuff. I know owner-operators out there can use these how-to videos. So here I am. I just made one. And we're gonna make a couple more today about different stuff. So thank you everybody for watching. Stay safe out there.